Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic message from your spirit guides. Please go ahead and select whichever group you feel the most intuitively drawn to. This can be more than one group, or just whichever one is calling your attention a little bit more today. We're going to be taking a look at your situation, clarity, and advice as whatever wants to come up from your nearest or most prominent angel spirits and guides at this current moment in time. So please keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, so the energy will find you when it will resonate with you the most. So, without further ado, please select group number 1, group number 2, and or group number 3. Thanks so much for being here. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can check out my Patreon or my TikTok. Again, thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for the energy exchange, and namaste. I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, Group 1. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here today. We're going to take a look at your situation, clarity, and advice, whatever message your angel spirits and guides want to share with you today. So, if you selected this group, then your card is self-love. Beautiful. So, you are coming into a new or more raw sense of self in some way, shape, or form. In your life, you are really connecting with who you are, and you are loving every little bit and piece of this. You are aware and own your flaws, and you are aware and own your light side. With this, you are becoming stronger in your sense of self within yourself and in your confidence in general. You are figuring out how to be more gentle with yourself, and your angels are really applauding you for having done such a good job up until this point of treating yourself with nurturing and care, particularly whichever forms of that you might have not received in the earlier parts of your life. Now, I keep seeing the word elf standing out here, so there's something about you that's cute and tiny, whatever that is, whether it be your nose, your height, or your personality. There is something about you that is cute and tiny, and it has been so overdue that you love this part of yourself. Now, when I first looked up at the time, I saw 44, and the second time, I saw 144. And as I'm saying this, it's 122. So this lets me know that you have angels all around you, particularly guardian angels, passed on loved ones, and perhaps ancestors who have taken angelic form. Now, as you're learning to love yourself, you are coming into a different sense of yourself, wearing yourself more proudly on your sleeve, and as you're more confident in yourself, you are able to notice the parts of you that are flawed and the parts of you that are flawless, and know that all of it is perfect, all of it is lovable, and all of it is uniquely you. For anything that could possibly be right or wrong is subjective. And through this, you're just loving yourself and working on yourself and knowing that you can be more gentle with yourself, allowing yourself to love yourself and be kinder to yourself. Now, first they want me to take a look at the astrology dice. So I'm going to see a little more what your spirit guides want to talk to you about today, what they want to address. Okay, so they want to address number 9, the Sun, and Gemini. When it comes to your philosophy about the way that you portray yourself, there's a bit of going back and forth happening. But when you communicate what is truly within your soul, you feel free. So there's an energy here of learning, psychology, philosophy, as well as the way that you present yourself versus the way that you feel in your soul. Also, there's a very important, they're saying materialization happening between your words and your thoughts. You are starting to speak your mind better and clearing the channel between your third eye and your throat. I'm hearing there's a throat chakra awakening going on for you. And as this is happening, you are learning how to create multiple things at once. Gemini is a twofold sign. This is the twins, but it's also number 3, which resonates with the Empress card in tarot. So you are learning how to nurture yourself and find a sense of freedom by learning. You are learning yourself more than anything else, but when it comes to your expression, you are starting to feel more confident as the Sun rules Leo, but you're also starting to find more sense of joy and play and just wearing your crown upright. Now, there's also an energy of inner child healing going on here. Experiencing your neighborhood from a childlike perspective, as Gemini relates to your neighborhood, and Leo is children, as well as 9 is Sagittarius and Jupiter. There's an expansion happening within you, and you're starting to come back to the sense of self you had as a child, but with the awareness of your adult brain in order to integrate the two together. Use your knowledge to be who you are as a wide-eyed, excited child about life. Getting into your tarot, we'll take a look more at your situation, clarity, and advice. Can I get, oh, beautiful. Before I even finished asking for flyers, we got your cards. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Should I take this as reverse? They're saying no, not for this one. 10 of Cups, Temperance, 9 of Cups, Justice, and finally you have the 6 of Pentacles. Let me adjust these quickly. Beautiful. So we got 6 cards here. So this has a lot to do with finding the way that you can be finding your most healing daily routine, spending more time with your pets, integrating the lessons that you've learned into your day-to-day routine, and finding a way that you can go about your regular day from your inner child in a place of fulfillment, awareness, expansion, and honest, authentic communication. Now with Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Cups, Justice, and since 6 of Pentacles, there is this energy here of moving, trying to get to the next stage. Now, you are starting here at Knight of Pentacles, about halfway through a particular lesson, journey, or project, and ending with the 6 of Pentacles, which is equal give and take. Now, you have been putting a lot of energy into your 10 of Cups and your 9 of Cups, but I'm noticing that these degress, which means that you are working on releasing energies from your life. Now, to have Temperance and Justice sandwiched in between, this indicates that this has been a long, slow, and steady process, but your sense of personal fulfillment, with or without the minutia and the details, has been growing expansively. Now with Justice, everything is working out in your favor, and whatever this is you're working on is destined to go in your favor, and then some, I'm hearing. Particularly with 6 of Pentacles, at the end, everything that you've put in, particularly when it has to do with your inner nature, your thoughts, and your emotions, as well as your intuition and beautification, consistency, and loyalty, these things are going to come back around. There will be recognition and reward for past efforts, but primarily they'd like me to focus on 10 of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles in the past, 9 of Cups with Temperance in the future, and Justice with 6 of Pentacles in the future. Oh, sorry, this is the present moment. Excuse me. So, in the past energy, things are moving a little bit slowly to get to your 10 of Cups. You needed to find it from within. It's falling underneath this solar plexus, which is coming out quite a bit as a theme in your reading. So you could be working on the sextiling energy between Gemini and Leo in your chart. So I would take a look at your 3rd and 5th house, as well as Mercury and the Sun, as well as those 2 zodiac signs. Now, Knight of Pentacles with 10 of Cups, you're realizing that happiness is momentary. It is fleeting, and whatever your idea of having a filled and overflowing cup is, you had completed the lesson of learning what this is and moving towards it. Now, there's a lot of energy of doing things that your future self would be grateful for you doing in the present moment. Now, with this Piscean energy coming out, you've also been following your intuition and using your creativity. There's something about if you show up every single day and you are creative, if you balance your Pisces and Virgo energies, you will be able to find that middle point, that axis in the middle, and balance these energies in a way where you can be both happy and productive, fulfilled, as well as provided for. In the present moment, you are almost releasing this energy and saying whatever has been, whatever will be, is perfect, because everything goes exactly according to plan. Now, Temperance, number 14, is another indication that people are around you right now. Your loved ones, passed on loved ones particularly, pets, and angels. We do have Jupiter with Sagittarius, Saturn with Capricorn, and we have Pluto with Scorpio. So there is some kind of big upheaval going on in your life, particularly with this Star of David in the middle as it pertains to your daily routine and the way that you're seeing the connectivity between all things. Now, you're noticing that things are happening in threes, but there's always, instead of always waiting for the other shoe to drop at this point, you are loving yourself so much to accept whatever comes your way. And this is leading you to 9 of Cups energy, where perhaps you might not be in 10 of Cups, but you're not all the time. There's no more friction. There's just release and expansion. And through this, you are continuing to show up in your creative energy, continuing to focus on your self-love, but first and foremost, you are honoring the fact that everything happens the way it's supposed to in the timing that it's supposed to. Now, with the Temperance, I'm also noticing it's falling under the Gemini and kind of making a triangle here with the throat chakra. So you are speaking your truth when it pertains to what you believe in, what makes you feel free, how hard you really have been working at whatever this is. And in the past, you almost were sweeping some things under the rug. With Temperance, all has been exposed in order to transform. And everything that's been exposed has only been things that have proven your enlightenment or how much work you have been doing on yourself. What was once kept secret with Scorpio here is now coming to light. But instead of working against it, or continually putting yourself, speaking of yourself as a beginner mindset, there we go. Instead of speaking about yourself as a beginner, you are bearing all. You're showing how much work you have put in to everything that you've done in order to wear this crown that's already on your head. Now, 9 of Cups, you're feeling fulfilled and you're happy with the way that you're presenting yourself, and your intuition is pretty on point too. Now, we do have a lot of Sagittarius and Jupiter coming out in this reading, so this is saying that when it comes to your relationships, you are balancing everything that you've been working for and everything you want to see, but you are making it not only known in the present moment, but you are alchemizing the present moment. There's an energy of timeline or reality shifting here happening as you think about what you want in the future, and you realize that you're done learning the lesson of friction against what you want, and you're now falling into the energy of acceptance and receiving. So to have Justice, number 11, and the 6 of Pentacles in the future, this indicates that you are realizing yourself even more. There's this balance, as we see on the card here, between Venus and Saturn, where you have already switched up everything that you need to at this point, and your self-love and your determined work are going to pay off, if they haven't already. Now, I'm being called to notice the yin-yang here. You are seeing the good and the bad and the bad and the good, and that everything is perfectly balanced already. 11 does have to do with humanitarian effort, and since you are... I'm seeing ice here. So you are, instead of putting other people in front of yourself or putting yourself in front of others, you are now in a place to be able to alchemize everything together and have equal give and take for yourself that allows you to provide for others. Instead of having your sense of worth, or instead of allowing your sense of worth to be tied to whatever it is that you give, or diminishing your sense of worth whenever it is that you receive. In the future, you're going to be entirely balanced in these energies as you're already working towards this. You're falling into receiving and accepting that everything happens when it's supposed to, because you have already decided upon your fate before coming into your body. Now, with Justice and 6 of Pentacles, your day-to-day routine is about to change, but it will become more consistent, more steady, and more up your alley, I'm hearing. Because of this, you are alchemizing things from an energetic level and allowing it to materialize into your reality. Instead of fighting the friction, trying to figure out how to incorporate the outside with the inside, you are allowing things to permeate from the inside out, which is beautiful. So, I'd like me to use the Ascended Masters Oracle for your clarity. Oh, you have Open Your Heart to Love with Jesus, Artistic Expression, Meditate, and Detach from the Drama, beautiful, with Buddha and Pallas Athena. So here, you are really learning what it means to sacrifice yourself for your art, or you have in the past. And through this, you are seeing how, not only how everything is connected, but how a lion and a lamb can be friends. This is what you're learning. There's a lion within you and a lamb within you, and they both can coexist. It does not need to be one or the other, but at the same time, there is this ferocity and this gentleness about you. And you know when to use which energy. When you are dealing with things that you really want, you're learning when to use which energy. Your energy work is becoming more specific at this time, as well as the words that you speak, and you're opening up the channel between your heart and your throat chakras, as well as between your third eye and your throat. Now with this, you are beginning to tune into more cosmic understanding about where you come from, as well as who and what you really are. You could be connecting more with animals at this time, as well as retreating into nature. You are listening to others a little bit more at this time, and you could be praying or manifesting through scripting a lot at this time as well. With artistic expression with Paul the Venetian, there is a lot of Piscean energy that's coming out through this card because it's artistic, and I'm also kind of seeing Venice here. Now, you're being called to write, to paint, to draw, whatever this is that you have been expressing on the side as a means of getting yourself through the self-love journey. You are being called to continue doing this. This little bit of the crown color with the soul star chakra color is letting me know that you are alchemizing. I said alchemizing like 12 times in this reading, which is the number of Pisces, but you are completing this cycle, and you're almost going back to your innocent core of your being before even your inner child. So you're going into past, present, parallel lives in order to really select the timeline that you were intended to be in at this time. This is conscious, which is where we come in to meditate. Now, I'd like to notice the fact that Buddha here is doing this mudra to connect his fire energy and open up the energy of his creative center. As well as this, he has a golden aura around him. So you are showing a healing energy at this time, and there's another indication of you being great at listening to your intuition and those around you. Now, I'm seeing you could be self-medicating with something at this time as well. And if there's a necklace that you have been feeling like you want to put on, or some bangles or something, and you haven't been putting it on, it's calling to you for a reason. So wear this when you meditate. It could actually bring some change and some helpful realization to you and your creative projects. Now, there's also an indication with these cards coming out here with Jesus, Christ consciousness or sixth dimensional consciousness, and with Buddha, again, another ascended master. There is indication that you are ascending to the next level of your being, especially when it pertains to alternate versions of yourself, whether you resonate with this being a past life, a parallel reality, a future life, wherever your, so to say, past life would have been. And I did feel called to pull out the meteorite and the tektite, so take it as it resonates. But here with the soul star chakra energy and Jesus and Buddha on either side, there is this balance between spirituality and resonance. Now, I feel called to share the story of Buddha, where he once learned through meditation everything that he needed to know and what his path was, but he couldn't relate to others. So he went to meditate again, and through his second time meditating, he learned how to relate these messages to others by relating with their energy, by separating himself from their energy. Instead of connecting his energy with others, he separated it so that the difference between energies could be what was communicated. But he was also able to put himself in everyone else's shoes so that he could see through their eyes, as everything and everyone is connected. Now, detached from drama with Pallas Athena, there's an indication of waiting. You're releasing the past. Apart from this, you are transforming and transmuting any energy that does not serve you, and you are no longer carrying baggage with you from past lives, or you're standing in yourself, your full being, but in the version of you that incorporates all your lives into one. It's almost like you're calling back all your energy from all lives and all timelines, and you are bringing them to center, to you now. And you are using this to speak your truth, to release everything that doesn't serve you. And there's almost an indication of astral projection or dream travel happening here as well. So in your make sure you're keeping a dream journal at this time particularly, and if you're doing this, try to write down where it is that you're journeying to, whether this be physical locations, somebody's house, a particular store, maybe even a different dimension, or traveling through a different star system with a different collective consciousness. Whatever this is, there's a reason for it. And I'm also seeing Rama here, so Hari Krishna, Hari Rama could be significant as well. Now, we do have Jesus, Buddha, and Hari Krishna coming out, so all of these different things could be encouraging you to pick up some sort of practice, spiritual practice, whether this be Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, anything like this, go ahead and express your soul in whichever way best resonates with you. And it's okay to travel a little bit. I'm thinking of the Life of Pi. He says, faith is a room with many doors. And this is very true. So it's okay if you are mix and matching a little bit. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer. Paint your spiritual practice in the way that best serves you. And this is something, particularly with detached from drama, falling on the future here. Whatever this is that you are creating, don't feel like everything needs to be compartmentalized in your practice. For example, if you practice Qigong and you practice Ashtanga yoga, you can put Qigong in your yoga. Don't feel like everything has to be particularly point blank the way it's always been done. There's a reason that you are here feeling expressive and artistic, and there's a reason that you've gotten 2 major arcanas in the present moment and the future. You are given an opportunity right now, a divine opportunity to unfold yourself and create something new, for not only for you, 14, but for the collective, number 11. There will be return from whatever this energy is that you're putting out, but it's important that you are taking time to meditate upon what it is you've been experiencing lately, because this will help lead you to your answers, which are within. Now try to detach from any mental state. Try to detach from your mind as much as possible to allow your intuition to pour in freely. And then this is what you should speak. So follow what's in your heart and follow what your intuition is saying, and try to clear any chatter in between. This will help keep the energy channel clear and eliminate anything that is not authentic to you, anything that has been conditioned into your mind or into your reality as you cleanse your DNA. So focus on purifying a lot right now and speaking your mind as much as possible, and find a really good a way of artistically expressing yourself so that it can be okay if you're a little bit messy. Okay, do you want me to pull some more cards? Which deck would you like me to pull from? Okay. So I'm going to pull some advice for you, Group 1. This is my Follow Your Heart Oracle deck. If you're interested in this, you can find the link in the description box. I made this deck because I couldn't find anything that had these energies. Oh, cleanse your energy. Look at that. So definitely cleanse your energy a lot at this time. You're purifying, purify your body, your space, your aura, all of your energy. Expect the unexpected. You might be coming across some things in your heart and in your journeys meditationally that might not be what you expect. So welcome in energies that might be foreign to you. Welcome in energies that you are not used to experiencing. For example, if one day you just really, really feel like going to somewhere that you usually don't go, or you feel like just changing something up today, there's a reason for this. So notice that your intuition comes through your heart as well as your pineal gland and your solar plexus as well. But no, particularly because we had Aries coming out here, where with this Mars and the 10 of Cups, there's something in the past where there's a little bit of friction about what it meant to be happy. But you are now releasing this, so you're going to feel called to explore, see, or do things a little bit differently than you're used to. So expect the unexpected, particularly with your art and your meditation. But if you feel guided to do something in any way, for any reason, that's a little bit out of the ordinary, just go with it. I'm also seeing like pectoral muscles. So this is telling me it's time for you to fly. And also to open up your heart a little bit more in your physical posture. Make sure that you are keeping your shoulders back and down, nice and relaxed, opening up your collarbone, and try to relax your throat and your pectoral muscles as much as possible. And also strengthen your scapula if you can, particularly if you have breasts. That's just a message that's coming through. So, bios and blockage. Okay, so this coming out as advice is saying that if you practice energy work or Qigong or Reiki or anything like this, please continue to keep your energy channels cleared and open. They're asking you to add another practice to your day. Whether you meditate in the morning, add a meditation at night. If you do Ashtanga in the morning, add some Qigong at night. Whatever this is, add another practice in and really focus on clearing your heart and your throat. This will help you a lot particularly when you are traveling. I'm hearing we have Jupiter coming out a lot, and I saw Yosi, like the symbol for Yosemite National Park, so that could be significant. Or if you're feeling called to go out in nature, this can help you to cleanse your energy, and this could be something you're feeling called to do randomly throughout the next few days or weeks, months, etc. So as you're loving yourself, allow yourself to re-meet yourself every day when you do your practice. And know that as you cleanse things, you're going to be shedding parts of yourself that no longer resonate with you. And as you realize that you're learning more, that you have done things or said things or acted apart from a part of you that wasn't authentic to your truest self in the past, expect the unexpected. You might like parts of yourself that you didn't before. You might release parts of yourself that you once were proud of. And you will be releasing things that do not serve you. But allow yourself to love the light and dark parts of yourself. Since light and dark are both relative to each other in the third dimension, it's important to recognize that what's a blockage was an opportunity in the past, and it's no longer something that you need within your system, so release it lovingly. Also, you are being called to meditate a little bit more. This keeps coming out, and I keep seeing Buddha, and this is really reminding me of Taoism, Qigong. If you do not practice Qigong or you haven't heard of it before, I highly recommend you looking into it. It's very helpful. Also, Montauk Chia has a book, Qigong for women's health and Qigong for men's health. Whichever body you resonate with having as your vessel right now, go ahead and check this out if it is of interest to you. Also, 22, you could be seeing 22 a lot, you could be seeing 99 a lot, you could be seeing 1010 as well as 14. These are indications that you are on the right path and that you are being guided in the right direction. So if you are feeling a nudge to go do something that's a little bit out of the ordinary and you see 14, 1010, 22, 99, this is just a sign, a double synchronization for you. And I keep hearing the message, speak up, speak up. There are some things that you are not dictating, and you are being called at this time, if there's anything you've been keeping to yourself, to speak up about them. Okay. Is there anything else that wants to come through for group 1? Yes. They're calling my attention to the Scorpio here. I'm hearing sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I'm hearing... What would you like to say? This is called, this is connecting with the expect the unexpected card. So with artistic expression, meditate, temperance, expect the unexpected, with Scorpio falling in the middle. If there's anything that you feel called to explore that is out of the ordinary for you, there's a reason for this as well. You are transforming a part of yourself, and in order to transmute a darkness into light, you have to observe and walk through darkness in order to find the light at the end of the tunnel. So you can only shine as brightly as you've accepted your darkness. So keep this in mind. There could be some, with 10 here, there might have been some indication of overuse or overstimulation, oh my gosh, overstimulation or overuse of self-soothing mechanisms, whether this be sex, drugs, rock and roll, media, something like this. So and then 10 is also very strict. It's Saturn. So after learning this lesson, you're being called to be more gentle with yourself, and if there are some things that do but don't resonate with you, whatever this is, don't allow your pride to get in the way of what you're feeling called towards. Cleanse your energy, for sure, but notice that in the present moment, if you're feeling called towards something and it's for a spiritual or meditative reason, allow that to be your truth. Do not, for example, if you usually don't watch TV, or you usually watch a lot of TV, so you cut it out of your day, there might be messages for you in whatever you've been really wanting to watch lately. So there's some kind of door that's opening again, but it's not the same door. It's a different door that might look the same, particularly since you're timeline hopping. So you'll be seeing things differently as you're seeing yourself differently. So through this new lens, allow yourself to re-explore old parts of yourself And also be more playful. And with Pisces and meditate, expect the unexpected. If you've been having crazy dreams, expect to have some crazy dreams. Please write them down. I'm hearing do not overanalyze what's actually going on in your dreams, for if you're actually writing them down and keeping track of them, they will paint a larger picture. It's like if you are seeing someone who's doing a bunch of dot work, like on a painting, you're not going to be able to see the whole picture until they're done with all the dots. Think of every dream that you write down as a dot or 2 or 3 dots. So wait for a longer span of time, and then you'll see exactly what's going on. If you feel called to, you can grab a piece of paper and do something like sit down, meditate, and think of a cycle in your life. In order to get a higher perspective of what's going on, start at the beginning and go in a circle all the way to the end / beginning of the cycle again. You can grab some tarot cards, some astrological dice, some chakras, or just use your intuition and write down whatever comes to your mind. And this will help you, just like tarot cards, to create a stream of energy. So if you're doing this for a cycle in your life, you can actually paint a blueprint of what's ever going on. So this is what is trying to come through for your subconscious here through your dreams. So this is why keeping a dream journal is really important. And you could also be, if you're asking questions before you go to sleep, or setting intentions for your sleep, or asking yourself if you're dreaming while you're asleep, these are indications that you are soul traveling. Also, look out if there are any people around you that are hitting you up, like in the morning, and they're like, "Oh, you were in my dream last night," and you wake up without getting any sleep, and you had dreams that you were traveling, astrally projecting, or things of this nature. You could be needing extra rest at this time, particularly if you are active in your, like if you are not falling into your subconscious, you are falling into your astral state when you're sleeping. Make sure that you actually get the rest that you need. If you're feeling particularly tired at this time, when you wake, a lot of things can get erased, from your memory right when you wake up. That's why it's important to keep a dream journal. But if this is happening a lot for you, it might be important to write it down, because if you are traveling or doing some kind of spiritual work in your sleep, you might wake up really tired and a little bit cranky. So make sure that you're not allowing yourself to accumulate blockages when you wake up first thing in the morning. Let everything out from the night before. And if you need extra rest, get the extra rest, because the energy that you put into whatever you do is more important than quality over quantity. Quality over quantity, except especially with sleep, especially with your energy work, meditation practice, everything like this. But you are being called to keep your energy channel extra clear at this time. There is a larger ascension process going on within your heart, well, from your solar plexus all the way to your pineal gland. So this entire channel right here is trying to ascend itself another level up. So you're going to be shedding a lot of things. So be extra gentle with yourself at this time, and have faith that everything's going to work out. Know that your reading ends with the 6 of Pentacles. So all of this hard work that's been going on behind the scenes and within you, it's going to pay off in a very tangible sense. So this started with something physical, and it's ending with something physical, and everything in between was all experiential and vibrational. So this is one of those things. It's like a toothache, when your tooth hurts, like you're the only one that can see, like no one can see that it hurts, no one can see how much pain you're in, no one can even have a way to really gauge what's going on. But only you're the one that experiences it. It's very the same with cups, energy, right? Spiritual, emotional upheavals and ascensions, and energy clearing of biosin blockages. So if you're interested in practicing or learning Reiki, or you are meditating, practicing Qigong, I really recommend Qigong for this group particularly. Know that all of this energy work that you're doing is going to pay off in some physical sense, and it's going to be pretty with Taurus here. Moon and Taurus, it's going to clear your mind, allow your daily routine to become more stable, and it will bring in monetary abundance, physical abundance, and more physical beauty in whatever way that means. It could mean that you have a little less wrinkles on your face because you're not as stressed. It can also mean that you have a little bit more money to pay for treating yourself. Taurus and number 6 also indicates pets. You could be treating your pets. Spending more time with them will be healing for you as well. Whatever this is for you, it's going to pay off in a very tangible sense. So continue with your self-love journey. Expect the unexpected, and watch out for collections of energy in the morning from overanalyzing whatever your sleep process was. Don't overanalyze. Just accept and release. You can snuggle a selenite or write down your dreams, whatever works. I tend to do both right when I wake up. So something like this will help you a lot. And yeah, keep loving yourself. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You deserve it. And I love you so much. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, Group 1. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste. Hi there, Group number 2. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here today. If you selected the second group, then this is your reading, and the card you chose is Feet on the Earth. This is really interesting because the song that came into my mind as I was preparing for your pile was Awake My Soul by Mumford & Sons. And to get the Feet on the Earth card, this is such an indication of transcending and ascending your soul to the point where past your ethereal body, you're finding the earth again. There's almost this sense of polarizing your chakras and coming into your sense of self in your soul's purest being. With Feet on the Earth, there's an indication here that you are very grounded and you are listening to the world around you. You are taking some time to listen to the breeze or stop and smell the flowers, and you either are spending time in nature or are feeling more called to spend time in nature. There is an indication here of sunflowers coming to my mind with this yellow, and they always point towards the light. And with this dichotomy of dark and light going on at the bottom of this card, you are aware of your shadows and you have alchemized them with your light to the point where your sense of self is so sturdy. It is one with the earth, it is one with spirit in general, and it is one with your unique consciousness. So, Feet on the Earth is indicating that there are changes that are coming to your material realm due to the spiritual work that you have been putting in. Apart from this, you're finding it easier to work through the mundanity of life in this dense realm. Things on the earth seem to move a little bit slower than in the mental, emotional, spiritual, and ethereal realms, and you're finding it easier to navigate your way through life in a physical, very physical sense. You are finding it easier to take care of your body, of your health, to go out in nature, to find little moments in the day for you. And this is really important. Your angels, spirits, and guides really want to commend you for how good of a job you have been doing in maintaining your light while you were going through a recent dark night of the soul or awakening, shadow work, or something like this. This most recent transformation process that you have been through has been one that will, I'm hearing, stick with you for the rest of your life. And it's beautiful. They like to commend you on the great work that you've done, and they're noticing that you have found the earth again by diving so deeply into spirit, which is beautiful. A message that has been coming through lately that I'd like to share with this particular pile is, as we know, nothing is really linear. Things can only appear this way. And as the chakra system seems linear as well, as you ascend, you are actually creating a circle. So by going through the crown and even the higher chakras from there, you will always find your way back to where you begin, i.e. the root, or even the root Earth Star chakra, if you resonate with using the larger chakra systems. But either way, by sending your energy up through the crown, it will still make its way back up through your feet, and vice versa. So you're doing a great job at ascending and raising your vibration. And they'd like to notice the fact that you are doing a better job in the earthly realms because you are working so hard in the spiritual realms. And they're very proud of your sense of self, your determination, and your confidence moving through this last changing cycle, whatever this is. And with ear, they'd like to thank you for listening to them, even when you maybe didn't have tangible reasons to at that point in time. Now, I'm going to take a look at your astrology dice before I get into the tarot. So let's see what wants to come up from your angel spirits and guides of group number 2, please. You have Venus, Gemini, and number 5. So 5 was already coming out. This is the 4th 5 in your reading, as we have, well, I guess it's the 5th 5, which is significant because we have E, 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 and E resonates with number 5. So this will be the 5th 5. So this is very, very important. This is saying that instead of changes and challenges being the 5 can be a number of change, but it can also be the number of confidence, your outward personality. It can mean children, inner child healing. It can be play, fun, romance, all of these beautiful things. And you have taken difficulties that were brought to you from your formative life or lives, and you have transcended and transmuted this energy, and you are now changing the way that you change, which is beautiful in itself. You are no longer trudging through whatever change you need to make. You are changing the process that you utilize in order to change, which is an indication that you are recycling your energy very, very quickly. And this is so beautiful and amazing to see, Group 2. Thank you so much for this work that you've been doing. Now with Gemini, I'd like to point out that 3 and 5 here, Gemini and Leo, do make a sextile, which is one part of a perfect trine in astrology. So there is a beautiful indication here that things are working in your favor because you've been speaking your mind. You have been seeing all sides of the coin, making changes where you see fit, and incorporating more play and nature into your day. And with Venus here, there's an indication that you are allowing yourself to paint your life, to make your life pretty, to make your life according to your own morals and values. And it's okay if these things change. It's okay if it's a little bit hot and cold. You are exploring and you are discovering and you are moving through this realm in an artistic way. And this is something that is meant for you in some way, shape, or form, which is why these changes you've been going through are so important. Because as you've been making it easier to manifest in this physical and spiritual realms, you'll notice things that you're speaking into existence coming through very quickly, particularly when you are determined and confident in your manifestations and it aligns with your soul's morals and values and your angels are on board. So your manifestations are going to come in a lot quicker than you're used to. And on top of this, there is indication that you're going to have more opportunity to speak your mind about something that's really close to your heart, something close to home. Now, I don't know what this is, but if it wants to come up in your in your reading right now, we'll take a look. I'm going to move into the tarot cards here. So they're telling me yes to take reversals and to shuffle it 3 times for you. So here is the 3rd time, and can I please get some flying cards for group number 2 to indicate the situation perfect, that you'd like to bring up for group number 2. You have the 4 of Swords. This indicates healing, and I'll get back to this. Healing, but keeping your communication consistent as well, particularly when it comes to your healing. So you've been using the same healing modalities for a while, or you have been sharing them with others. 4 of Swords can often indicate, yes, healing, but there is also an indication of fate and knowing what is meant for you and knowing when the timing is right. A lot of times, divine timing is almost left to the wind, but there's an indication here of you already being aware of what this is, and you're almost taking a beat before you move precisely. Now, whatever this is about, we'll get into the rest of the cards. You have 4 of Swords, so healing, generically, rest from strife. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. 4 of Cups, keeping something close to your chest but enjoying where you're at. 44, another indication that you are mastering something. Your angels are with you, and I'm hearing the term Ascended Master. So you could have spirit guides that are Ascended Masters, or you could be one yourself. And with 7 of Cups, this does automatically indicate having choices and a lot of options, but it does also indicate success being fulfilled in a lot of different areas. Should I pull this card? Okay, no, they want me to pull these 2. So I will. You have the Tower, interesting, but they're saying the Tower is as positive as possible, is what they're telling me. So with the Tower and the 8 of Swords, oh, I see. So you have created your own tower, but you are waiting on the perfect moment so that the tower does not fall onto you. You are consciously making these changes in your life, and you are speaking about them. You're speaking these changes into existence so that you can live a life that is more aligned with your wants, desires, goals. And there could also be with 5, this is an indication of connection, friendship, children, neighborhood as well with Gemini. Well, Gemini's neighborhood, Leo is children, and this has to do with Venus is Libra as well. So there's an indication of perhaps your guides trying to draw you towards a particular energy, like a particular soul or group of souls. So there is some sort of magnetism, and you are privy to the timing on this in some way, shape, or form, whether this is intuitively a channeled message or you have been seeing signals in some way, shape, or form. You could very literally already have a date planned in order to set something into action, but you're keeping a lot of this close to your chest in some way, shape, or form. Now, here's where this healing comes in. Okay, so this is a conscious choice to place your healing or shadow work or ascension process here, because in some way you have decided to make these changes, spoken your truth into existence, and you are waiting for all the pieces to come together and making the proper move at the right time. This is like you are playing chess with your life in an essence, and you are making your checkmate move. Now, in order to do this, you will need to knock down a piece or two, or even the entire board, in order to get where you're going. But when you do, this will be short, fast, and accurate movement, like Cupid's arrow or the Sagittarian arrow, as well as Chiron coming up a little bit. This is the wounded healer. There's an indication here of you no longer being wounded, but being a healer. And you are tidying up your own energy so that when you take this next step into your life, you are able to do it from a secure and emotionally abundant place. And on top of this, you're not overspending your energy. You are weighing your options very carefully, changing that which needs to change and transform, realigning. I'm hearing you're coming back to center every day, every other day, every few hours, or something like this. You are really, I'm hearing the term whipping yourself into shape in some way, shape, or form, so that when you make this quick action or move, or you begin this, whatever this is, there's a huge indication of knocking down a foundation, that everything is going to go in your favor because you've done enough research, you've spoken your truth, you have a lot of support, but everything is going to happen all at once. All of these swords, I think you've sprawled some seeds out. You've spoken a part of the truth to one person, another part of the truth to another person, yet another part of the truth to another person, but there is still this beautiful budding flower in the middle that only you are able to see right now. And this, with all the support in all the different areas of life, one of them is your research, one is your family, one is your friends, one is your career, whatever this is, you are putting all the pieces together so that you are properly supported when you make this move. This is pre-planning a tower moment in your life, so that you can have your feet on the earth and live the life of your desires. This is beautiful manifestation and alchemy at its finest. I'm going to take a look at your Ascended Masters Oracle now. And I did use this for the other group, but this was a term that came up in your reading as well. So whether you have been here several times before, or you are just visiting from another plane, however you resonate with your soul story, you have worked some magic in the material realm, and people have their eyes on you. That is a message that's coming out very strongly. We have Pallas Athena, another indication of relationships. You are definitely taking space for yourself with this Four of Cups here. This often indicates keeping something close to your chest, maybe feeling a little bit isolated from society or your family, or going into hermit mode, taking a beat from your friends, your family, your usual society, whatever. You are really, you're really taking a fine-tooth comb through your wants, morals, desires, and you are very, I don't want to use the term strictly, but you are very profoundly and precisely taking a look at every little element of your life and flipping them each over one by one, and some things stay and others don't, but you are not changing your boundaries or your precise vision in any way, shape, or form. So they would like to okay, they want me to pull this way, sorry. That's why I paused. For your clarification, you have see the other person's point of view, Avalokitesvara. So they're actually they're commending you on your ability to see things from a higher perspective and a grounded perspective at the same time. Notice that there is this pink agape type of energy aura around his head, which does also indicate the soul star chakra and the higher heart chakra. Both indicate unconditional love, as well as past, present, future, and parallel lives. This is also your connection with the 6th, 7th, and 8th dimensions. So you might be connecting with your spirit guides very strongly and in a very tangible sense right now, particularly with feet on the earth. You could be accessing dimensions that are higher than the ones that some of your spirit guides are currently located in as their baseline. So you could be very much journeying, at least in your dreams and meditations, if not through your waking life at this point. Also, with agape, unconditional love from the higher heart chakra and soul star chakra, you are very much connecting with someone or something else. And you are able to kind of, I'm seeing a teeter-totter, like you're able to see every side of the situation, which is bringing you into balance, like how a penguin waddles and then slowly stops in the middle so that it finds its balance. Very similarly to this. So you're weighing out the scales by seeing all sides of something. Also with Avalokitesvara, there's an indication that you are manifesting a lot of abundance and you are very sensitive to energy at this time, but you are coming off as a warrior. Like your external persona is very like Chiron, a warrior, perhaps even a psychopomp, perhaps. Your gifts are very strong right now and you're coming off in a masculine sense, but on the inside there's this gushy, mushy, ethereal, feminine, like softness. I'm hearing the word quaint, like, I don't know if, like, this quaintness about you. Very beautiful. So, freedom with Hina, moon goddess. So, literally, Polynesia could be significant for you in some way, shape, or form, or just this lush bounty, abundance, freedom. Again, we do have sea, freedom, feet on the earth. There are a lot of ease. There are fives coming all over your reading. This indicates that you are confident because Leo is number 5 and has to relate with your solar plexus chakra. Separately, number 5, the 5th chakra, is the throat chakra. So you're speaking this into existence, but you are also starting to open up your throat chakra in a more comfortable way. You are free to literally take control of yourself and what you want to say in a very beautiful way that you are able to relate. Your guides want to point out the fact that you have a gift for using your voice, whether this is through speaking, persuading, singing, public speaking, finding the right words, writing, anything, something like this. You are very good with your voice. So as you are honing this in, you needed to find your sense of self and put yourself in the right scenario in order for this to fully blossom. But now this is the final coin that you're flipping over, which is why there are indications of change with your solar plexus and your throat at the same time. So you might be feeling a lot of open close energy around your heart chakra, but this will not be too extreme. This will be mainly as an indication or reminder to take a beat to do some energy work. I keep saying take a beat, which isn't something that I normally say. So beets are great for the heart, literally eating them, or music could be significant in some way, shape, or form. Now with Freedom and Hina, the moon goddess, there is an indication again for waiting for the right timing, whether this is something you can literally track astrologically, you've been given a specific date, or you are waiting for the moon to be in a certain phase. Particularly with 4 of Cups, you might want to look at the quarter moon phases, and I'm also hearing the song Harvest Moon by Neil Young in my head. So you could be waiting for the next blood moon, the next blue moon, the next quarter moon in, for example, Cancer, or something like this will be very significant. Look out for the water signs when the moon is in water. This will be very helpful for you for understanding and doing the energy work behind whatever this is that you're putting together. So watch for when the moon is in particularly Cancer and Scorpio, Pisces as well, but this will be an opportunity more for you to create this, whereas Cancer will help you to intuit what's going on. Scorpio will help you to transform what's going on, and then Pisces will help you create it and perpetuate it. So keep an eye out for this as well. And there's another indication of stopping and smelling the flowers more. Also, essential oils or herbal tonics and remedies could be extra useful for you at this time. If you are looking for some sort of, what is the word you'd like me to use? Consumption. Some sort of like stimulation or consumption. Use essential oils or put together a spray or tonic or something of your favorite scents, your favorite herbs. Put together some little ways to treat yourself, but use flowers. Maybe put a flower in your hair or something beautiful like this. You have Yes with Ganesh, which is beautiful. Ganesh indicates removal of obstacles, and elephants are graceful beasts. Like, they can trample you, but they're also gentle and all-knowing. And Ganesh is also an indication that you are very balanced at this time in your energy. yes, whatever this is that you are picking up on, your intuition is very on point. You are guided, and this is supported and meant for you in every way, shape, and form. On top of this, there's abundance that's coming for you, and you are blossoming in the fullest way possible. Now, Ganesh is interesting because Ganesh can be masculine Ganesh or feminine Ganesha. In Hinduism, Ganesh is typically known as masculine, but the elephant itself is a symbol of the divine feminine, the nurturing mother. So this is an indication that your energies are balanced between masculine and feminine. So you are moving through your heart center. It seems like you've been doing this for a while, which is why your energy is recycling so quickly, which is so beautiful to see in a reading. Honestly, it's very refreshing, group 2. So as you continue this cycle, know that you are doing everything that you can for you, and that everything that you flip over in any of your chakras will affect the rest of them. So keep doing what you're doing, and don't hyper fixate on one or two particular areas of your life or one or two particular chakras. The message that's coming strongly for you is focus on continuing to recycle, continuing to flip every energy over, because yes, it will affect and ascend all the ones around it and surrounding it, but the more that you fixate on one, the more you might find yourself getting not out of balance, but a little hyperfixated on one and less fixated on the other. For example, if you're continually trying to open up your heart, the space here might be pulling from your throat a little bit. So open up your heart, and then open up your throat, and then your pineal gland, and then your crown, and then continue going back. If you're feeling a little bit one way or another in your physical body, and you manifest the solution to this through your energy work or your chakra balancing or your yoga asanas, do not over fixate on something. If you exercise or you do practice yoga or something, it might be in your best interest right now, at least as you're going through this particular process, to have every day be a little bit of everything day, instead of today is like Monday is legs, Tuesday is arms, Wednesday is abs. Do a little bit of everything all of the time. This will help you to stay on top of everything and at least have one hand on all 8 of the swords, which is a lot, but Ganesh has a lot of arms. And your obstacles are removed at this time. So this particular phase is very beneficial for you to be doing your energy work and making these changes. You might want to check out what's going on with Jupiter in your chart, as well as with Venus. They're saying Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter. Check out what they're doing, and also look at Cancer and Scorpio in your chart right now. This will really help you to understand why you're being given this energy to do these things at this time. This is bigger than they're saying this is bigger than your soul's path. This has to do with your fulfillment. So that's interesting, because in my readings, a lot of times these will come out the other way. So it's important that you're focusing on you at this time, because you might be someone who does a lot for others with 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Oh, okay. So you're healing and you're creating a new beginning where you're putting your own feet on the ground instead of helping to nurture and nourish other people, particularly with your intuition, your emotions. Okay. You're very much of an emotional support. You're very much an intuitive. You're very much a communicator. You know how to manifest, but I'm seeing somebody like kneeling beside a bed before they're like saying their bedtime prayers and praying for just like a whole grocery list of people. And at the end of the day, you're learning how to culminate this energy and utilize it for yourself. Not that you are removing it from other people, but you are seeing other people's point of view as well as your own, which is beautiful. And this is how you're finding balance. You are coming back into center, coming back into your own, and creating your own life in the way that you see fit, in the way that in the way that you are meant to live your own life. Energy healing, beautiful with Merlin, the Magician, and crystals, Epona. I love this. So you're definitely connecting with Ascended Masters at this time. The 9th realm is coming out very strongly for you at this time. The 9th dimension, you might want to spend some time there, just kind of chilling or tuning into it. This will help you to find your blessings in your current situation, move into your abundance, and it will also help you to connect with other spirit guides that might be able to help you in a deeper sense than what you've been working with in the past. All your spirit guides are here. They all love you. They all are very helpful for you. But there are some truths that need to be seen from a higher perspective than what they've been able to relate to you at this current point in time. Because we all have our proverbial feet on the ground somewhere. Ours are in the 3rd dimension. Our mind is the 4th. Our consciousness as it pertains to our body right now is in the 5th. But so we can access things that can access the 5th dimension, and we send them down to the 3rd, right? So if you are accessing then the 6th, 7th, 8th dimension, 9th dimension, then you can actually pass things down. You might be, this might only resonate for some of you, but if you're picking up on this and it's for you, then take it. If not, leave it. There are more E's, but you could be guiding other beings in other places at this time. You could be, you could all the time be multiple places at once, dimensionally, and this could be stretching your energy, which is why you are, that could be why you're feeling called to go into nature, why you're feeling called to speak up a little bit more, and why you're feeling called to change all of these things and remove very precise energy from your life. There's an indication here of you helping, your guides have helped you get this far, and now you're almost helping your guides to ascend with you. That's very interesting. So take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But with Merlin here, I'm seeing mare, which is really indicative again of water, which keeps coming out. So this is your emotions, this is your intuition, the way that you feel about yourself. And your confidence that your manifestations will come in is huge. This is not fake it till you make it in your manifestations energy. This is knowing that you have the magic. I'm hearing B.O.B. I got the magic in me. Oh my gosh. I'm also hearing if I said it, whatever, I mean it. I think it's like G-Easy or something. I don't know. Anyway, so you have energy healing and crystals. Now, crystals is energy healing, of course, but there's an indication too of connection with the fairy realm. Fairies, leprechauns, duendes, pixies, however you resonate with any of this, they're coming through for you as well to say, don't forget about your magic. Don't forget you can always use your magic. You're coming back to center, to this. They're saying like the old you is back, and maybe you had glimpses of this version of you in your childhood or other lives, or you only share it with your spirit guides or something like this. But the truest you, like the original you, is coming back. It's permeating through your being. So, so you're starting to see things from your spirit guides' perspective, as well as your earthly perspective, which is helping you to create something new. And then the message is coming back again to continue recycling your energy in an ascended direction, to keep moving your energy up. And if you're working in the spiritual realms, it will manifest in the physical realms as well. So don't send all of this energy down. Continue lifting your energy up to raise your vibration and raise the vibration of your lower chakras as well, instead of just sending your higher energy down. That can be very helpful for healing and cleansing, but you're recycling now. So as you're recycling and ascending, it's important that you continue keeping the energy flowing in one way so that you're not creating your own stagnations unconsciously through your energy work. So keep that in mind as well. And then crystals. I feel really called to let you know to set an intention and utilize crystals under your pillow when you go to bed. This is something that I personally do that helps me a lot. If I need to clear my mind or get clarity on something, I will put a huge hunk of selenite or a clear quartz or something relating to whatever I'd like to dream about or find clarity on. I'll put it under my pillow. And a lot of times when I wake up, I think I said this in group 1 too, but if I wake up from a dream, the first thing I do when I wake up is I jot my dream down in my dream journal. And I will also like snuggle my bar of selenite. Like I'll still be in bed. I'll have like my dog in one arm, or my dog and my pen in one arm, and like my selenite in the other arm. And I'll just be like cleansing and like recycling that energy. And that way I'm letting it out. I'm not trying to figure out what happened all day. But it also helps me to bring the subconscious energies into the consciousness now. Because as your subconscious leaves the 5th dimension and your subconscious becomes 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th dimensional, the more that you draw down into the 3rd dimension, the more it actually raises the vibration of your lower chakras. So keep this in mind. Really use crystals at this time, and use crystals and your tools and talismans. Okay, sorry, I was seeing E like and I was seeing tal like talismans. So if you wear malas or you use rosaries or you have particular little trinkets from your ancestors or something like this, use your talismans. Everything doesn't have to be a perfect crystal. You can always use something that reminds you of a particular energy. Everything has energy attached to it, so you can use all of it in energy healing. Don't forget to cleanse and charge your objects so that they don't get heavy. Selenite and kyanite do still need to be charged. Kyanite, not as much as selenite, but even your cleansing tools need to be charged. Sunlight, moonlight, energy, putting them on your yoga mat, for example, things like this will be really helpful. Also, you can send Reiki energy to yourself and even your crystals, your tools. One thing I love to do is sending Reiki energy to like my crystals, my familiars, my animal friends. I literally send Reiki to my yoga mat. Every morning when I wake up, every night before I go to bed, I'll place one hand on my heart, the other on my solar plexus, and I will just deep breathe and recycle and give myself Reiki, and it's beautiful. Just taking these, whether it's an hour or it's just 2 seconds, 2 minutes in the morning or before you go to bed, it will help you a lot. And just practicing Reiki and asking for help from your angel spirits, guides, ancestors. They will all be here to help send you this energy healing light. You seem like you really know what you're doing energetically, to be honest, group 2. But it doesn't hurt to ask for a little bit of a boost, to turn up the volume notch a little bit. So I'm going to pull some advice for you from the Follow Your Heart Oracle. They're saying don't shuffle it, but just take some flyers. So can I get some flyers, please, for advice for group number 2? Okay. Crystal light. Okie dokie. So you could be connecting with the Manted Collective. If that resonates with you at all whatsoever, there were a lot of indications of energy healing. Okay, we were getting energy healing, ascended masters, master healers, play, fun, colors, and this kind of fun in between the folds, like interdimensional folds energy that was coming out a lot, particularly with the feet on the earth and the format that I was called to share the energy work with you. So tap into your crystal healing light, particularly again with crystals. There's a lot of magic within and around you in general, particularly at this time, and you are coming into it in such a stronger way than you're used to or have worked with in a very long time. So as you're coming into not just Reiki, but your crystal healing light, this is light work at its finest. This is Mantis Collective healing. You are consciously refracting light energetically in order to purify or create light however you'd like to use it. So with crystal light, go ahead and tune in with your crystals, but find that clarity. You are an energetic prism, so keep that in mind as you are recycling your energy, and be conscious of your aura. It seems like group 2, you have the ability to I use the term shapeshift lightly, but if you're multiple places at once dimensionally, you know what I mean. But with your aura, if you're shapeshifting with your aura, play with it a little bit. Find what's comfy for you. Don't just expand and contract it. Make it golden healing nectar orange or gold. Make it red, make it orange, yellow, green, blue. Play with the chakras, play with the colors, play with mixtures of different colors, play with reflections, play with everything. They want you to find your aura and to create it diligently, because you have the ability to do this. And again, the fairy realm is coming out again. I'm also hearing mushrooms, and I'm going to leave it at that. So again, fairies, leprechauns, pixies, duendes, unicorns, even miscellaneous spiritual energies beyond the veil, and that exist within interdimensional folds and like to have fun and perhaps cause some mischief, are on your side right now. So this is an indication for you to remind yourself that you are a prism and that you can consciously choose your aura. So be aware of this as you're recycling your energy, and don't forget to have some fun with it too. They're reminding you to not just study and practice. Everything doesn't have to be diligent. Make it fun, make it playful. That's where this number 5 is coming out again a lot. And they want you to see their point of view. Like if you were just like a mischievous little duende, like what would you do with your energy? Like, or if you were like a little leprechaun, like you'd probably go extraterrestrial downloads. This is fun. So Mantis Collective is coming out so strongly in this reading. I'm also going to recommend to you that you check out Andromeda, Mintaka, Arcturus, and Lyra. I'm not actually sure how to say it properly, but yes, you might want to check out Mantis Collective, tune in with Mintaka a little bit, and Arcturus particularly, Andromeda as well. Andromeda and Mantis for crystal healing light. And if you are just learning about this, or you're tapping into it or learning about it, or you're interested in it, those are beautiful vibrations to tune into for this. Arcturus is great for this too, but it's more of like a Uranian kind of blue healing light that they utilize, whereas Mantis and Andromeda will really help you with that crystal light refraction. And separately, what was I going to say? Oh, Mintaka will help you understand what's going on, because it will bring you that crystal intuitive clarity, and it will allow you to feel, like, to clairsentiently feel what is going on through just the intuitive way that Andromeda and Mantis might help you understand what's going on, if that makes sense, if you resonate with that. If not, drop it. You also have Blessing Magnet. Oh, yeah. So you're standing in your power at this time. You are absolutely coming through. This fell right on top of Ganesh and Four of Cups. So anything that you are afraid to let go of it. If it's meant for you, it'll come back. You're a magnet at this time. So don't even worry about it. Also, you will be lightening your load a lot at this time. You're going to find yourself having more opportunities to, for good old R&R, recovery, rejuvenation, rest, recovery, all of this beautiful stuff. And on top of this, you're going to be coming into surroundings of people or energies that resonate with you in a very surprising way. Surprising places, surprising way. So there's almost an energy here of you are so consciously utilizing your energy, you're forgetting to play with it a little bit. So play with it a little bit more. But because of all the work you've been doing, you are magnetizing what's meant for you. So just have open arms and be surprised at what comes in, because there are no mistakes at this time. Your arrow is so precise and your energy is so precise that you are not magnetizing things like, you're not moths to a flame. You are like Pleiadians to Pleiades. Like, this is kind of what's going on here. I know that was a bit of a euphemism there, but this is specific. You are only magnetizing that which resonates with you, because that's what you've set in your energy. You're not just drawing along. You're not just being magnetic. This is stronger than that. You also have material matters with energy healing. So again, for the third time in your reading, they want me to super duper emphasize the fact that the more spiritual work that you do, the more things will be taken care of in the physical realms. They really want you to worry less about the physical material matters right now, because not only are things going on behind the scenes that you are not currently, they don't want you to see, it's not in your best interest to see, but know that you wouldn't leave yourself hanging, so trust that you're not being left hanging. Continue doing your energy work, because this will be what ascends your lower energies to where you want them to be anyway. I'm hearing you're going to be very surprised at what comes to you and the timeline that what comes to you, but they don't really want to say more than that, because they don't want you to second guess it. They want you to just own your energy, and from that you will already resonate with that which you're trying to manifest. But the more you try to match your energy to what you think it's supposed to be to magnetize something, then that's where the narrative comes in, and you're already recycling that. So don't move backwards, move forwards, and move upwards with your vibration. Source energy, 12th dimensional consciousness. We love this. This is another energy of seeing both sides of the picture, seeing the dark and light, and seeing both of those things from an outside perspective. So your advice here with source energy is to tap into your source energy, as well as to, if you're hanging out in 12th dimensional consciousness, continue doing that, and go beyond if you can. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But if you're meditating and you're actively connecting with source, or your aura is source, or you're giving off a strong energy of source, don't be afraid to dive deeper. Particularly if you're already connecting with like the Mantis Collective and things like this. It's a fun little journey, so don't be afraid to go there. Open up your heart and speak your truth always, no matter what. I'm hearing Element by Kendrick Lamar in my head, so you Kung Fu Kenny. That could have messages for you here. You have intuitive protection. Know that you're protected. Lead by example. Intellectual air. Yeah, okay. Particularly if you're working with these energies, group 2, you are protected. This is you don't really need to worry about protecting your energy right now. You are entirely vibrationally untouchable. You are leading by example. You're forging a path. So you just trust that you know what you're doing and that everything else is being taken care of. You are protected in all the realms. And if you are in multiple places at once, don't worry about protecting your body. Do what you feel called to do when you feel called to do it. And know that you are helping in several other realms. I'm also seeing the PLE at the end here, and I saw Pleiades immediately, so I knew there was a reason that was coming through as well. So, okay, they kind of just want to come through and say hi and thank you for the work, I guess. So, if you are worried about having your feet on the ground, because notice we started with feet on the earth and ended with source energy here. So if you're worried about keeping your feet on the ground while your feet are on the earth when you're connecting with source, and you are connected with source when your feet are on the earth. So don't worry about anything in between. There's one more message that wants to come out for you before I wrap this up. Do you want me to look at Venus, Cancer, and energy healing? Okay. If there's anything within you that's not sitting right, or anything within your home that's not sitting right, or you feel like there's a lot of work that needs to be done in a particular area, what do you want to say? Approach this energetically and you will see repercussions in the physical realm, just like everything else. But there seems to be an energy of there's an energy of perceived stagnation where there is not stagnation. Can you come and channel this more clearly for me, please? Less is more in a particular... Okay, thank you. There's an energy relating to Cancer or Venus or Libra or Taurus, something that resonates with any of these energies. And you are overdoing it because you are afraid of stagnation, or you're used to stagnation from a previous timeline. They want to come through and say that less is more, and to just work on this just as much as you would everything else. Back to that message in the beginning of your reading of not hyperfixating on any particular energy in order to perfect it. Know that everything is where it needs to be, and that you're further along in your journey than you think. You are not stagnant in the energy that you think that is stagnant. You're not stagnant. Approach it energetically the same way that you would an energy that you are comfortable with dealing with. Don't spend more time on it. Don't spend less. Just know that less is more. Whatever this energy relates to for you, whether this is let's see, Venus, Cancer, 4. So this could be, this could have to do with food. This could have to do with pets. This could have to do with appearance. This could have to do with your home, your mother, your finances, appearance in any way, shape, or form, your healing, your solitude, or your daily routine. They want you to know that less is more. Whichever of those energies was resonating with you as perceiving it to be stagnant, know that it's not stagnant, and that they're saying healed. Healed is in the past. So this already happened. You already went through this. It's already over. And yeah, less is more. Don't give your energy. Okay, there's the 4 of Cups here. Yeah, the obstacles have been removed here, and so has your need for application of more energy here. You don't need to put more work in. Everything is going the way that it's supposed to. Keep recycling your own energy and pay less attention to it than you are currently. However that resonates. Perfect. And then, yeah, feet on the ground, source energy. You already know what's going on here, so continue to strive forward, because if you are experiencing multiple realms or dimensions at once, or you are multiple places at once, just be careful that you're not being in multiple timelines at once. If you do any kind of grounding work right now, they want it to be solidifying the timeline that you're currently in, because you're already in the correct one for what you're trying to do. The more that you overanalyze it, the more shifting is available, but you're almost fully grounded in the timeline, which is another reason why they want you to continue ascending your energy right now instead of sending your energy down. And again, with intuitive protection, know that you're protected. If you're hanging out in source, your body's protected. If you're hanging out in your body, your energy's protected. There is no way around this at this time. You are just inherently protected in all the realms. And I feel the need to tell you that your body is both safe and beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you, Group 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this realm. Happy and safe travels. Namaste. Hi there, Group 3, and Namaste. If you selected the third group, then this, of course, is your reading. And the card that you selected to start off is Holding Space. Oh, beautiful. So there's an energy here that you have done some sort of deep cleanse or purification in your energy field or your life in general. You could have been literally cleaning up your eating habits, your space, your energy, doing some regular chi work or something like this. With Holding Space, there's indication here that you are not only recycling your energy, but you are also calling in manifestations. There's something quite big or transformative that has been either trying to come your way or you've been trying to call in for quite a while now. And you're at the point where you have enough space in your being that you are learning how to hold or teaching others how to hold within their space so that you can actually call in this manifestation, because it seems to be quite big. It required a lot of work on your part, whether this is mind, body, spirit, a lot of work and a lot of releasing old patterns and behaviors that didn't serve you. Now, because you're holding space, and as I was getting ready for your reading, I was looking up at my bookshelf here, and 3 things were standing out to me, and this was Buckland's book of Spirit Communication, my Necronomicon, and also a book I have called Earth and Alien Enterprise. So with space here, you could be literally connecting with the space element as well, but there are a lot of I'm hearing spirits and dakinis that are trying to communicate or guide you at this time. I'm also seeing an image of the green dakini, which goes along with the bodhisattva of compassion. So you're opening up compassion and learning how to relate with others and yourself more at the same time while holding space, while neither absorbing their energy or reflecting your energy onto them. You almost have created this buffer so that your energy created this buffer so that whether or not you're around another empath, or whether or not you once considered yourself an empath, you no longer are absorbing energy fields that are not within you, and your energy is not leaking into other people's energy fields either. So this is quite an interesting message that came out with this card so far. So you could be also strengthening your intuition using tactical practice, such as using billets, or trying to guess which tarot card will come out or which crystal you'll pull out of a jar or something like this. So a lot of tactical practice into whatever energy work this is. And I'm getting that your aura, your energy field, is very strong right now. I can feel like this force field around you, almost like it's compacted, but it's light and very particular, very intentional, which is absolutely beautiful. I love to see this. And of course, we have light and dark with a significant more amount, almost a golden ratio of light to dark, which is beautiful and perfect to see. And of course, we will have the other card here, other color here of green, which, as we know, relates to the heart chakra, unconditional love. The green dakini and compassion was coming out as well. So you could be chanting Om Mani Padme Om, or even Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, or if you are not familiar with these could be mantras that can help you to strengthen your energy where it already is. There is energy here of, I keep seeing lotus feet. In your, in my mind's eye. So there's definitely an indication of you grounding your heart's purpose and holding space for the rest of this to come in. This is beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to take a look at the astrology dice to really see what your angel spirits and guides want to talk to you about before we get into the tarot. So you have Scorpio, transformation, 11, Aquarian, realization, Uranian energy, and we have Venus, which is your relationships between yourself versus others, as well as your morals, your values, and things that you find pretty, things that are nice, and things that align with you. So you are transforming what it is that you're calling in by, a message is coming through that you are no longer mirroring other people's energy back to them. You could have been in the past an energetic shapeshifter, or you could be a person that was either a people pleaser or found yourself as a social butterfly, in the sense where you can get along with almost anyone. Now, this is a very good social skill to have, particularly with friendship coming out with Aquarius here. But with 11, you're realizing that you are self-realizing, and there's an indication of raising your vibration to the point where only that which resonates with you authentically is coming towards you anyway. So you do not need to shapeshift yourself in any way, shape, or form in order to mesh with your surroundings. Your surroundings are mending to you, because your vibration and your consciousness is at the point where you are aware that you've created the realm around you. So there's no need for you to bend in any way, shape, or form. And with Scorpio here, typically Scorpio is Plutonic, sometimes ruled by Mars, but it's Plutonic mainly, and this has to do with transformation. But I'm really feeling like sex and death, and for some reason what was coming up for me is like in French, for example, sorry, if you're under 18, just skip forward like a few seconds, please. But in like French, the word little death, petite mort, is orgasm, and Scorpio rules all matters of sexuality and also death, and that was coming up in my mind. So just know that holding space, releasing and transforming energy, however that resonates with you, if you're practicing Tantra or experiencing sexual healing or something like this, know that this is helping you to realize yourself in some way, shape, or form. So if you have some sort of practice, sensual practice that is happening in your life, it's helping you to find your Venus energy and self-realize in some way, shape, or form. Now, Aquarius is opposite Leo, while Libra is opposite Aries, and we do have a little bit of Martian energy coming out with a Scorpio here. So there's an energy of secondary things now coming first in your life, because you are putting something second that should have been first. And as you realize yourself, you are holding that mirror back up to yourself, and you are taking accountability for all things that you'd like to change in your life with Scorpio. Also, there's an indication of things that were once shared now becoming yours. So if you had something in your life that was split 50-50, there's an indication here that all of this energy will now be yours. So you will no longer have to split this. Take that however it resonates for your life. And also with Venus, there's an indication of making things pretty. This does rule Taurus as well as Libra. So you could be maybe buying your pets some nice things. You could be adding a new beauty regimen into your daily routine. You can be making your plates pretty before you eat your food. Little things like this. Using your money wisely, but for pretty things. Allowing yourself to thoroughly enjoy your life. And with Scorpio, Aquarius, and Libra here, there is such an indication of artistry coming out. So you are... your energy is setting the tone, and everything that you are creating is artistic, and everything apart from that is something that has already intentionally been brought into your space, and you have a lot of space within your energy for something new. Your angel spirits and guides want to remind you to continue holding this space, but also be in a receptive energy so that things can come towards you. So don't forget to allow yourself to be a magnet at this time, because for a while you're recycling and getting rid of old energies, or just consciously selecting the new ones you're going to be in, or switching timelines, however you resonate with this happening in your life, you've been asked to hold space and increase the amount of space in your being. Now, everything around you is so conscious that you're being called to actually open back up your magnet. So this will draw things towards you that will be beneficial for you in financial, friendship, and abundant kind of ways, materially and aesthetically, as well as when it comes just all kinds of abundance, like food, like Taurus, Libra, food, relationships, love, finance, things like this. So, and there is very much an indication of sensuality coming out with Scorpio and Venus here. I don't really want to talk too much more about that, since this is just a general reading, but you want me to shuffle these 8 times, which is of course the Scorpionic number of transformation and energy transmutation as well. I'm hearing there's a secret around you as well, that has to do with friendship and love, or self-realization and values, but I'm getting it's more so the other one. I think that was 6, 7. Do you want me to take reversals for this pile, angel spirits and guides? No. Okay. Thank you. For group 3, can I please get some flying cards that will send the highest intentional message to you, or to group 3 from you, Okay. Princess of Swords. Clarification on something. And speaking your truth is largely coming out right now with Justice. Okay. You're speaking your truth about what really makes you feel balanced. You're speaking your truth about what balance means to you. And here's Venus coming out again. There's an indication that you have learned lessons or walked a path that many have not yet. They're telling me not to take these cards, but that I can take a sneak peek at them. So you have 10 of Cups and 6 of Cups. Here's an energy coming back around saying that, I'm hearing The Way by Ariana Grande. I love the way you make me feel. So someone is thinking about you for sure for a 6 of Cups. I think that's what wanted to come out. This might be relating to, they're saying yes, this is relating to whatever this energy that is hidden a little bit about friendship or love or something like this. Someone from your past is, you're definitely on their mind. That was not the intention of this reading. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like a do I stay or do I go? King of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. So somebody's thinking about reaching out to you, so keep an eye out for that. It wouldn't have popped up in your reading unless they wanted you to know about it. So getting back to you and yours. You have Princess of Swords with Justice, Queen of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Can I please get some more flying cards? Perfect. They're saying these are the last 2, and look at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, ending with the World. And I love in this deck that it's actually the universe instead, because, like, yes, Queen, King, they, beautiful person. 8 of Wands, communication and quick movement. Also, this does have to do with enlightenment, but speaking your truth. So also soul travel, soul journeying, and clearing your mind, allowing yourself to find freedom by going within. So there is such an indication here. Oh, and 8 as well with Wands, spirituality. So you are transforming the way that people see the world, see the universe, as well as yourself. And then also communication coming in. I split the deck, Devil, but it's in reverse. Okay. So now you are gaining clarity on something that is bringing balance to you. And perhaps you have recently learned how to speak your truth or speak up in a certain way. Holding boundaries is coming very strongly through this. And notice that on either side of the Justice scale, with Saturn, the lesson, you have magnetism with Queen of Swords. And you have like positive ions, you have electricity with Venus, Yang, and Princess of Swords. So you've actually been learning how to soften your words but get the same message across, because there was a indication of having a difficult time, not a difficult time, but learning how to hold your boundaries. And there was a little while perhaps where you were setting your boundaries so high that you needed to learn for yourself what really resonated with you, taking some time alone for yourself to rebalance yourself so that you can enter your relationships 11 beautiful, in a beautiful, balanced Aquarian kind of way, which is both detached but humanitarian at the same time. So you have been learning how to soften your speech but also get the point across, and there's such a sense of divine clarity coming to you. Both of these cards have guides everywhere, so there is indication that spirit animals are around you as well. If you resonate with spirit animals, totem animals, or just having familiars around you, any sort of guide or vision or even physical animals around you that are acting weird around you, trying to get your attention, or that you're just noticing as a synchronicity. Remember that everything in this realm is perfectly coded, so your intuition is always correct on the first try. So know that everything is always perfect all the time. So animals are coming out a lot, very strongly right now. And your guidance, notice how her guidance is bigger than her in this card. So you have learned how to appreciate yourself from your higher perspective. It's like you are acting as the wholeness of your soul instead of acting as your soul within your body. There's this energy of having recycled all of the physical characteristics of yourself where only the body remains and the soul is loosely and consciously, purposefully within the body at this point. There's an energy here of having cleared karma and transforming your energy and showing others how to do the same. And 7 of Pentacles indicates that you have already created some serious roots around you. But on this particular 7 of Pentacles, he's tearing up the roots. So you could have learned how to learn how to transform things in your life, particularly when it comes to relationships, but starting with yourself. The way that you feel about yourself will be reflected in your relationships because you are no longer mirroring others. Everything around you mirrors you. So if you are not losing yourself to external factors and you are awake and aware like you have been, then you're realizing that there's beauty in you. You can take a little bit more time to focus on yourself and be proud of what you've learned. And Big Daddy Saturn is coming through to give you a lot of blessings and gifts here. Now, Saturn kind of gets a bad rap sometimes because he can be a little bit strict, but Saturn actually gives permanent blessings once you complete his lessons. You could be experiencing a Saturn return or just the vibration of a Saturn return. Also, check out which energies are conjunct or trining Saturn at your chart in this time, because this will be very beneficial for you to allocate your timing for whatever this is. Queen of Pentacles is indicating that you have two queens here. So there is definitely an energy of stepping into your magnetism, and this is happening very physically. There's a lot of Venusian energy coming out with Taurus. You are learning how to recycle, like, not just your energy, but your body. So you could be exercising more. I'm hearing working on my fitness. So you could be exercising, implementing a new skincare routine, things like this. You're taking a lot better care of your physical vessel, and you've completed this lesson. At the end of the day, you are stepping into the energy you were always meant to be in intentionally. Now, you always knew this was where you were getting there, but this reading is a confirmation that you have landed where you were trying to go. So, with 21 here, some unique things are going to be happening to you very soon because you have learned the lesson of detachment. You have fully learned the lesson of detachment to the point where you can magnetize what you would like without anything getting in the way. Not a single molecule or ion, I'll say, getting in the way. And this is where holding space is coming in too. And you magnetize from your heart center, which is absolutely beautiful to see here, group 3. Wow, I love this energy. So they're telling me there are a couple more messages here before I get into your clarity. So what would you like to speak about, angel spirits and guides of group number 3? They want to go back to the Venus. This isn't just about your relationships with other people. This is about your relationship with yourself, your finances, and beauty in general. Whether this be making your living space prettier, making yourself feel prettier, doing things to make little tiny touches to make everything nicer and sweeter and kinder. I'm tasting like berries, like a fruit smoothie in my mouth. So there's an energy of wanting, finding the sweetness in life, which is amazing and beautiful. And this almost looks like a little acorn here. You've cracked open the center of things. You got through the hard, rough outer shell, which is this Queen of Swords here. And now you just have clarity, clearness. Oh, you have clarity in your energy, this clear energy. And this Apophenox resin is really standing out to me while I was saying that. So you could benefit at this time from utilizing Apophenox in your practice in any way, shape, or form. This is very magical and helps you connect with other fun little beings. It's a energy enhancer, but it's fun and beautiful. But there's also a message that usually goes along with it, not to use it unless your energy is clean and clear and your channel is intentional. And I'm very much getting that this is the case for you, group 3. So go ahead and use Apophenox in either your daily life, in your practice, in your rituals, whatever resonates with you the most. Smelling it as well can be beneficial. It's beautiful. So, okay, that's all they wanted to say here. So I'm going to pull some clarity from the Ascended Masters Oracle deck here. I keep hearing the word message. There's a message. I think that you are picking up on this message vibrationally because the intention is already in your aura, and because you're magnetizing things, and there is an energy of a lot of intellect coming through here. There's a lot of practicality and intellect. So you are able to rationalize what's going on with you vibrationally at this point. So you're starting to pick up on things that are not coming through intuitively and in clear ability. You're starting to actually rationalize these things that are around you, like seeing the realm in an objective fashion apart from your spiritual ability. You have, okay, they're telling me I pulled it backwards, so I'm going to do this. You have listen, Manjushri. There are a lot more synchronicities and signs around you at the same time, but I kept hearing message while I was pulling these cards. So, okay, I'm seeing list here, like the composer. So listen to music. You could be finding messages from others through music, or if you see, if someone sends you a song, it's significant. I'm seeing Shri, like, I guess is Shri. And I'm hearing Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, so there's a message about devotion in some way, shape, or form. All the messages that are coming through here for me have to do with spiritual devotion. So this can be someone wants to practice with you. Someone wants to devote something to you. Someone wants to learn how to be devoted in your sense. There's an energy of somebody is going to like, I'm seeing somebody kneel like before a guru or kneel before a master or something, asking for like, take me under your wing, teach me, or something like this. So there's an energy. Listen to whatever this message is or this person. For some reason, I don't think this would come out unless with Scorpio, you would normally use your little scorpion stinger on this guy, this energy that wants to come in. So you're going to be receiving some messages that normally you wouldn't be open to, but since you have all the space, this is part of the recycling process, but it's also part of something deeper that's going on here as far as purification. And come out of the closet with Amaterasu. I was getting this indication of some sort of secret going on here. This is external to you, so listen. Oh, okay, they're trying to say read between the lines, because you're able to see clarity and purification and the true energy behind whatever is happening, whatever is being said, whatever is being communicated to you. So now that you're no longer in this Queen of Swords energy, you've purified this, you're now open to Princess of Swords, which is just a little bit less rash, but you have the foundation, the know-how, the tools, and the, I'll say, karmic experience under your belt in order to either help this person, guide this person, or whatever this is that's going to be coming through. And this could be even energetic. So you could be getting, you might be getting a new spirit guide on team is another message that is coming through. So keep an eye out for that. If there are some unusual things that you are noticing, or you're getting signs in a new way than usual, or a different kind of energy is coming in towards you, this is intentional, and it wouldn't be coming through if your vibration wasn't already so purely set, because it wouldn't come through unless you had released all, I'm seeing fiction here, all mental narratives about whatever this is, whether this is a person, a spirit guide, or whatever is coming into your energy. So look out for something that you normally wouldn't wear proudly, I suppose. Okay, you will know when it comes through, but this is an important message that has been trying to come through quite a bit, and I was trying to keep this focused on you, but there's this other energy that keeps trying to come through. And I'm asking if this is a spirit guide, and they're saying, no, not really, but you will know exactly what it is when it comes in. So listen when it does. I'm seeing 10, so you've completed a cycle, and then the list is standing out again too. And I'm seeing like someone with like 9 fingers, you know those memes on classical music where they're like trying to play list like, and it's someone with like photoshopped like 10 fingers on the right hand. So I don't know why that's coming through. If it resonates, please drop in the comments how it resonates for you. I'm also seeing like cation here, like vacation. So they're saying look at the bottom of the deck, because I'm getting a little bit, I don't know what to say, which is weird because I'm getting a lot of like clairvoyant, and I usually get clairaudient messages alongside my clairvoyancy, so this helps me to use my words, but I kind of was at loss for words for a second. So, and I'm also hearing more than words. Who sings that? Starts with an E. But so that could be significant. Listen out for music around you, and there's an energy of just not knowing what to say, but something that, there's a shyness, but you'll be able to see through it, and you're no longer in this harsh vocal and mental pattern. So now it can come through. Okay, at the bottom of the deck you have meditate. So all the answers that you're going to need are going to be within you. You're going to start picking things up, whichever way is most comfortable for you. Your clair abilities are heightening at this time, and your energy is very pure and very intentional, and you are releasing some larger things in your life at this time. To end the tarot here with the World is an indication that you are, in fact, closing out chapters of your life, closing out cycles of your life. You could be getting clarity, you could be getting closure, you could be getting something new, just open up a new chapter, a new page of your life. And with meditate here, I'm seeing medium. So you could, okay, so this could even be a passed on loved one or an angel, ancestor, or guide of somebody else that you do know. You could be opening up your mediumship abilities or letting people know that you have them. At the same time, you could be practicing more. Oh, this is why Buckland's Book of Spirit Communication and the Necronomicon, as well as Earth and Alien Enterprise, were coming through at the beginning of your reading. If you are dabbling in energies like this, make sure that your energy is cleansed, intentional, and protected. And there's a reason that you needed to get to this point in your energy work before this was coming through more strongly. There is an indication of you always knowing about this, but almost shutting it out for a while until you are ready to deal with it in a more rational manner. And now that you are able to objectively see what's going on around you as synchronicities and signs in the realm, as everything is perfectly flawlessly coded all the time, you're now recognizing this in the world around you. So you're able to recognize more strongly the, what is the word you'd like me to use? Like the hiccups. You're able to notice the hiccups, the glitches, and the little things like they're saying, what if I say I'm not like the others? Or like one of these things is not like the others. You're able to point out the things that do not readily belong or have been consciously placed. So you're actually going to be picking up a lot more on the energies around you in this sense. So keep an eye out for that. And your energy is so intentional at this point. The things that are coming in towards you will not be reflecting their energy back to you. So don't worry about that. Only things that are able to match your energy will be around you, but you might be noticing more than that happening. Your energy field is so strong at this time that you might start having energies coming towards you asking for help. If this is new for you, or you haven't experienced it in a while, or you're just not very open about it, do what you feel called to do. If you need help, you have so many angels and spirits and guides that are here. Focus on your strengths with Apollo. Remember who you are, and don't be afraid to shine your light brightly, because there's an indication that you know where the light is. So if you start getting energies coming towards you and they are confused or lost or have some business or something like this, all you have to do is show them where the light is, and that will always help them find their way. That is mostly all you need to do, unless you feel called to extract your energy and utilize it on another energy. So meditate in order to come back to center if this is going on, or if you need to ground yourself or raise your vibration a little bit more, or purify or solidify your energy. That's why I was getting such a strong aura around you at this point before. So I have a feeling that a lot of energies are going to be flocking towards you very soon. This might be people, this might also be new angel spirits, guides, ancestors, passed on loved ones, and maybe even energies that are not familiar to you at this point. So with focus upon your strengths, you already have all the tools in your toolbox to deal with whatever is going to come towards you. So this is going to be your opportunity to use them. This is not really a test, but it's a new chapter. So they want you to be aware of the fact that you don't need to worry about being perfect all the time or being right all the time. Know that I'm seeing pollo like chicken. They're saying don't be scared, don't be a chicken. So know that you can always you know what to do, and if you need help, go inside yourself, and do not worry about anything weird going on, I guess you could say, because you are experiencing that which is meant for you to experience, and you are so protected and guided at this time. You're very fertile, very abundant at this time. We talked about focusing on your beauty and opening up your magnetism, your feminine energy here. So because of this, there will be energies that are coming towards you. You could be getting some like love letters, some people coming towards you in that sense as well, just because you are extra glowing at this time. But the reason you're so magnetic, well, it's for a lot of reasons, but it's the magic, it's the ability, it's the spirituality, it's also the ability to purify that which is around you. And just like moths to a flame or spirits to the light, it is very much you are a source of that as well. But know that you are safe. I'm also seeing COC very strongly here. I don't know what that resonates with, if that is a sign for anybody else. I'm seeing lose it. Like, don't lose it when this comes around, and don't be afraid to talk about it. Also, her energy here is it's intentional, and it's like, there's an energy of like, yeah, duh, what about it? So don't make too big of a deal about it. Don't make too big of a deal about it. Oh, that's why List was coming out. Apart from channeling through music, there could be things that you are doing spiritually that might seem difficult or impossible, but you're just like his hands were just a little more stretched. Your spirit is just a little more stretched, and that is fine. You have purified, you've done the work, and people are able to recognize us within you. Spirits, energies are able to recognize us within you. So anything that's coming towards you because it needs this, just point them towards the light. You don't need to do any work for anything or anyone else. You've already learned this lesson by setting your boundaries. So it's time that you carry this into the other realms with you. You are stepping into this new chapter of life. It's going to be very physical as well. And I'm getting this energy of abundance coming through this. It will be slow and steady, but it will be constant and exponential, as well as very beautiful. I keep seeing a lot of colors, like of flowers just blossoming like everywhere. So this is something that you've been nurturing for a long time, but almost the details have been swept under the rug so that you didn't worry about it until it was time. And now you're ready. You have more than enough tools in your toolbox. And I'm also hearing Come As You Are, like the song from this card. So yeah, so come as you are. Know that you are in the right energy. You know what you're doing already. Allow it to flow. Just settle, be relaxed, and know that you already have everything you need. So, okay, there's another message in here. What would you like to share? They're pointing me back to the Shri. Okay. This is something that hopefully you know and practice. If not, I'll pass it on to you. It might also be helpful for you to pass on to whatever person or energy or entity is coming through for you as well. Inhale and say I. Exhale and say am. This dissociates you. This spiritually dissociates you and raises your vibration to your source. Whatever energy your consciousness first sparked from, I guess you could say, before you magnetized your ions together. So, you can inhale and say, I am not this body. Exhale and say, I am not even this mind. Or inhale and just say I, and exhale and say am. There's an indication of just being, knowing that you are, and this will help to drain your nervous system, drain your lymphatic system. This will lower your blood pressure, a lot of great physical benefits. But primarily, this will help you to stay calm and also help you to find your source, come back to center. And I'm hearing the phrase, remember who you are as well. I'm also seeing when he says that in The Lion King, Rafiki, and he like draws, I don't know, his little Simba on the wall. So Lion King could be significant to you or in general. But also, this is an indication to remember who you are and remember where you come from as well as where you are. Because this dichotomy for you, in some way, shape, or form, is significant to whatever chapter is about to unfold. So, allow yourself to be relaxed, and anytime you notice yourself starting to feel a physical symptom, don't allow it to belong to you, but do go back to center. Say, I am not this body, I am not even this mind. And you may also remind others of this as well if they're coming towards you feeling a little bit lost, or if they're coming towards you asking for help or for anything in general. Just treat it like you would a friend or a stranger on the street, particularly if this is spiritual. If this is a person, there's some sort of like heart-centered purification going back to the bodhisattva of compassion, the green dakini there. So now to look at the Tibetan Book of the Dead, I think that the green dakini is on page 77. But I know there are different versions of it. That's the Dalai Lama's edition. Forged in fire, rooted in gratitude, follow the flow. Definitely follow the flow. Your spirit is very strong, very, very strong. And this energy will be grateful. I'm hearing that they already feel indebted to you for something, whatever this is. So they will be grateful if you help them out, not expectant of you to help them out. There will be no pressure on your part. But this is an opportunity to use your flame to light another candle without affecting your own, so to speak, because you've now learned how to do that with your energy. Can I get, please, some advice for group number 3 from the angel spirits and guides here? Calling in manifestations. Oh yeah. You are going to be greatly rewarded just for listening to this message, whatever comes in. So your job is to sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Don't fret what you fear, or what is it? Don't fret what you fear, just something what you know. It's the tribe, y'all. So calling in manifestations and removal of obstacles. Lotus feet at the bottom of the deck. Look at that. So you have, yeah. Your advice is really to keep living your life and focus on the beauty in things around you and focus on just what feels good. You can go into the Akashic records, okay, if you want more details about what's going on. This is the energy we were getting earlier about raising your vibration and seeing things, remembering who you are, holding that sense of self in your body and holding that sense of self in your soul and finding your original molecule. The first spark of your consciousness that drew all of your current molecules, your current ions, I'll say, since they're positive, they get magnetized, of consciousness together as it formed a stream and traveled through, I'll say time-space, although that's kind of linear, through your past, present, future lives, again, kind of linear, but you can use this to use the Akashic records to help you or to help them or whatever. There's an energy of them being open all of the time for you. So with this access, your manifestations are coming in. You have no obstacles in your way. Continue working on just yourself. Just give yourself love. Yeah, don't sweat what you fear keeps coming out. Also eat some more grains. That might be helpful for you, for staying grounded in your body, particularly when things like this are going on. Material matters. They're saying don't worry about the material matters. Everything that you've manifested is coming your way, and you will be rewarded greatly should you select to help out these energies or this energy, whatever is coming towards you. This is a blessing in disguise, I'm hearing. Yeah, this is a blessing in disguise. This is something that normally you would run away from, whether this is a person or an entity or something like this, but it's coming towards you because you're ready, and it's been waiting for you to be ready for a very long time. So please listen when it comes in. This is part of your manifestations that you've been calling in. They've been trying to give you clarity on this, but I think you've been trying to over-rationalize it, and I'm hearing more than words again. So, and I keep hearing I love you, I love you, I love you in my head, so maybe this is an ancestor, a passed on loved one, someone from the past. We did get that message in the beginning. However this resonates from your life, you will know. Your intuition already has a feeling, or you already know that this energy is creeping up in your aura. So take this as confirmation. And any obstacles or anything that was once in the way no longer is. And this is even vibrationally. This is ionic. This is molecularly. There is no longer anything in the way, and you've been holding space for this. You've even been preparing for this. You've even been planting the roots for this. But I think if you had fully known that, not through the Akashic records and through your intuition, but if your physical brain in your body had known that, you might not have done things the way that you did. That's a message that's coming through for you. And it's important that you did do things the way that you did, because here you're entering Queen of Pentacles energy and completing a cycle with the world and ascending, purifying, whatever this is. There's a definitely some sort of spiritual gift. I was getting mediumship a lot earlier, but also Akashic records are coming out. There's some sort of skill or information that you have that you've been keeping under the rug. So I'm hearing it's time. So sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Don't sweat what you fear. And man, I wish I could remember that line. It's okay, please drop it below because we always need Tribe Called Quest lyrics in our life. Anyway, apart from that, cellular healing, yeah you did. Yeah you did. Okay. Speak up. So group 3, I really hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation today. If there are any other messages that you got through this stream of energy, please go ahead and drop them below or let me know how this reading resonated with you. Please, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me continue making these videos. And as always, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste.